Every day when I do my makeup, I want to look like a Disney princess. I want to look like a doll, almost cartoonish, but in a way that doesn't look like costume makeup. And today I'm going to show you how to get that look. So the base doesn't really matter that much. I just use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 105 mixed in with a little bit of the shade 112. Just kind of put this anywhere I would put foundation or concealer. Make sure to do it on either side of my nose because we're going to be doing some pretty intense nose contouring. And you're going to want to make sure to carve out some extra space in between your eyebrows and your eyes. Then you just blend it out with a damp beauty sponge. What I love about this foundation is it's very buildable, so you can add extra coverage to wherever you want. Next, I'm going to set with the Airspun setting powder. I do this with a dry beauty sponge, just anywhere where you want to stay extra bright. Next, we're going to contour. I use an eyeshadow palette for this. If you have pale skin like me, it's really important that you have a grayish contour. This is like the perfect gray beige brown in my opinion. I'm going to go right in and just go on either side of the bridge of my nose and bring it up to my eyebrows. I start really light and just kind of add more as needed, but it's important that you leave the baking on either side because it kind of acts as a stencil. I know it looks intense now, but we're going to blend it out in a second. And I contour under my cheekbone. This isn't a super bronzy look. I'm just trying to accentuate the natural shadows of my face a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to get a fluffy brush and just lightly brush off the excess powder. Then you're going to take your blush. This is the So Flush blush by CoverGirl in the shade Love Me, and we're going to do a lot of blush. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose, but not too much because my nose is kind of naturally pink for some reason, onto the eyebrows. So you're going to want to draw them on just like a millimeter or two above your natural brows, like still have it connected to your natural brow to give the illusion that your brows are higher than where they are. If you need to, okay? You might naturally have high brows, I don't know. And you want them to be kind of thin, definitely not bulky. And then you're gonna take the same color and brush that you used for your eyebrows and just add a little bit of eyeliner almost to accentuate the natural shape of your eye. We're not trying to like do a heavy wing or anything. Okay, and then for the most important part, also my favorite part, I use the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Blossom Glow, and I do a pretty intense nose highlight. I'm aware I kind of look like Rudolph, but I don't care. I want to look like a doll. This is my favorite highlighter by far. It's so pigmented, so beautiful, and it's literally $5 on Amazon. Okay, now that we have a cute button nose, I'm going to just highlight my cheeks and also highlight the arch of my eyebrow and the inner corner of my eye. For the lips, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Gone Burgundy. I usually use a nude color, but I just feel like this kind of blends out to be a little bit more pink, which fits the vibe of this look better. And all I do is blend out this crayon, and I use this Supergoop peppermint gloss on top of it. It smells and kind of tastes like the EOS mint ball. I don't know if y'all remember that, but it was all the rage back in the day. Now it's time for the eyes, which is the most important part. First, we're gonna curl our eyelashes to the gods. If you don't have long eyelashes, this look definitely calls for some like falsies. Okay, and I almost forgot, but I'm gonna add a little bit of this light brown color under my eye. The key is a ton of mascara, okay? And that's also why we drew our eyebrows on a tiny bit higher, is because we really want the lashes and the eyes to be the main focus of this look. We're even gonna put a lot of mascara on the bottom. I use the voluminous Carbon Black L'Oreal mascara. I swear by this stuff. Also, I know a lot of people say that redheads should wear brown mascara, but I just find that black is kind of what gives the doll effect. Okay, and then the most important part, we're gonna add a little white to our waterline. The trick is you can't add too much, otherwise you kind of look like a marionette. So we're just gonna kind of gloss over our waterline. Before, after. That, my friends, is how you turn into a Blythe doll. Love you guys so much. Bye.